With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the punter now, Pat McAfee, to get this one started. And we are underway from Atlanta. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Right to the air is Jackson. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. Well, if they have any thoughts of coming in here and getting this road victory, that's not the way to start it out on the first play of the game.
Yeah, one thing you always say when you go on the road, take the crowd out of the game. They actually brought the crowd into it by permitting that sack right out of the gate.
A situation they'll certainly want to avoid going forward. An early second and long they're facing. Here's Jackson to throw. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
19 tight, 19 tight, 19 right.
Jackson on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here's second and 10.
Viking 18, Mustang 19, Panther 11, Panther 11.
Now it's Jackson. He completes it right side to White. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that third down play. That brings up fourth down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth.
60
Again, Jackson. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they find a way to convert there on 4th and 6.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up, because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. He'll dump this to Bo. It's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Past the 60, past the 60.
He's got White here. So the completion good for 6 yards.
Let's go, let's go,
and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Jackson going to change things up a bit.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Right side caught by Jackson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. We're scoreless after 1. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They run on 1st down with Jackson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. From the gun, Jackson over the middle, complete. It's White. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Jackson, and he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll try the ground game with Jackson, and he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. Then on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Hey.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. One of the best of the last decade or so, Bobby Wagner in to bring him down. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half.
Big Lion. Street.
They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Perry. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Go Street.
Perry. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. Got to be careful here. They need to move quickly, but it's also 4th.
Hurt. Go.
They'll try and run for it. And he will have the 1st down as he's up to his 17-yard line. One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily. Now Perry. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Check smash.
This is Perry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Check.
They run with Perry.
Now he's loose down the left sideline.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
77 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
They'll run on 1st down. Perry.
And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there going to take this to about the 10-yard line.
The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
He's going to be very close to a 1st down. Good running, but looks like he's a yard short. It'll be a gain of 5, but they do keep him out of the end zone, and now it's 4th down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. Koo knocks this one through the post. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the 1st half. 3-0 our score as the 2nd half gets underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the 2nd half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, Trash.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Perry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Trap 50, trap 50. Go.
On 3rd down, Vick. That's complete to his running back, Perry. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
On 1st down, Perry. He will push his way down to about the 14. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Go, Street. Ready up.
On 3rd down, it's Perry. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And the attempt at 3 will have to come from the other end of the field as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to swell the lead to 6. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. I tell you what, it's kind of hard to imagine. They have not scored a single point, and yet they're in this position, a touchdown drive here, and they're in the lead.
Normally when you have 0 on your side of the ledger on the scoreboard, you're a little bit discouraged. But when they look over and see their opponents, They don't see a number that's way out there. They don't see a number they can't attain. In fact, they can get it right here on this drive and potentially take the lead.
They run with Jackson out of the gun. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now Jackson on 1st down.
Short throw complete to Gronkowski.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
This is 1st and 10.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Cup 19, Cup 19.
Throwing, Jackson. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell.
Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the punter now, Pat McAfee, to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. Here comes depth. And look at this. Right away, a loose football.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he can't get away. Gurley couldn't escape it. And that's going to be a safety. Well, we thought these 2 defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away, because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference. When you're on the road, the last thing you want to do is make a mistake that brings the crowd into it. Now you're not just battling your opponent, you're battling yourself as well.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10.
They'll keep it on the ground. Perry. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great play there. 78 yards. And the Seahawks are able to extend their lead. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on-knees pose. His guys will go for two here. They're going to try and run. And he will dive into the end zone, and the two-point conversion is successful. So an early 10-0 lead for him now as they kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. The start has been a slow one. You had the opening safety, the free kick. That leads to a touchdown. You surrender the two-point conversion, so now 10-0 is the early deficit as they begin anew with a 1st and 10. That's good for 28 yards.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one. And what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Watson off play action. It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 22-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Watson now to throw. Pass is tipped, but he's still able to bring it in. Touchdown! George Pickens. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And his guys have made this a one-score game now. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Point after here coming up. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. Back here with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We've had the kickoff to begin the first quarter. Now it's time for the second quarter kickoff. As they've got it as we resume action. Here's Koo to kick it off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your son.
Does the big boy have the juice?
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 123 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field, but his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Perry, and he'll get it down this time to the 17. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
Let's go now.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Perry. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Here we go. Here we go. 77.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. It's caught at the 1, and he will get into the end zone, so the lead stretches from 9 up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here. But with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to... this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Liking 18.
Throwing again is Watson. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now it's Watson. Toward the sideline, intercepted. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Ready. Dragon 60. 18. Pioneer. Hey, Pat.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left.
Go check. Go check. Go.
So here's Vic following the interception. Got a man. It's Randy Moss, complete. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
79 Broncos. Ready.
Vic goes play action. That's going to be caught by Moss. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Quick throw out wide by Vic. Touchdown, Seahawks. Calvin Johnson as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks will extend their lead here just before halftime. Coup for the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. This is caught out in the right flat, and he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Hester to return from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
At their own 14-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Here we go, shot.
A final shot before the break. Watson, he's going to look deep down the field. He's got a man, complete. Down to the 10. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
So we come upon halftime in what's a 12-point game at the break. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Perry. That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
162 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. On first down, Perry. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd down and 4.
Cougar 19. Go.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Perry, and he has the first down as he's able to reach the ball forward and get past the line to gain.
Pass the 60. Pass the hustle.
Up the middle they go. Perry. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. defense, but I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
7 yards there and a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
They'll run on first down. It's Perry. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On 2nd down, it's Perry. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Play action now. Vick. They'll roll him out right. Short pass tip, but caught anyway. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking on play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
2nd and 3rd levels, you could see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
You can do one of two things after a penalty. You can hang your head, or you can get mad and redouble your efforts. I think we just saw the latter there as they stopped him for no gain.
Second down, Vick. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Vick loses the football. It's out. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. From the shotgun, it's Vick. Touchdown! Kyle Pitts, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. The Seahawks offense staying put out on the field. They're going to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And make them 4 for 4 now on 2-point conversions as he'll take this one in for the score. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by... Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his
like,
game,
comment, sub.
he's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the punter now, Pat McAfee, to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Ready, ready! Ready, ready!
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked up by the 13-time Pro Bowler Ray Lewis. And did he get in? No, they'll mark him down at the 1-yard line. Charles Davis. As always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the punter now, Pat McAfee, to get this one started. And we are underway from Atlanta. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Start with Richardson.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Prescott on play action, rolling to his right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Looking to throw. Prescott. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one goes for 30 yards. Now Prescott. His throw incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here's Richardson.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Prescott sliding out of the pocket. This will be caught at about the 5. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal.
It's a keeper with Prescott. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Dak Prescott scoring on the sneak from a yard out.
And the Falcons are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes the score 7-0.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. Perry and shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
Yeah, he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up.
streak. Panther streak.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Perry. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 48 yards rushing so far, and this is just their first possession. They've got a new set of downs here. On first down, Perry busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. Up the middle they go. It's Perry, and the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated Bruce. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, 1st down Falcons. And again, it's Prescott. He'll buy some time right. That one caught by Carter. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Complete, Richardson has it. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, Prescott. That's complete right side to Komet. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. To the air again, Prescott. Throw right side complete to Carter. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Prescott now. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the 13-time Pro Bowler Ray Lewis. And the Falcons are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. As they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. Vick in trouble, and down he goes. Clock running, and the Falcons moving with a sense of urgency. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Vick's throw into the hands of Pitts here. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Seven Pirates.
On play action, Vick. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out and giving the ball back to their offense?
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
On second down now, it's Perry. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 67 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They'll run on first down. Perry escapes the defender, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Check, Matt.
They'll keep it on the ground. And a loose football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. He finds his man Johnson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people who have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta. 7-7 is our score. Pretty even matchup so far as we start quarter number 4. On second down, it's Perry. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They'll try the left side. Perry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. Second down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Perry. And he is into the end
end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Falcons have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the fourth.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
On a huge...
Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. On 1st down, Perry. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there. 27 yards.
And the Falcons have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here's 1st and 10.
NFL.
On play action, Prescott. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Bruce Irvin in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
To throw is Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Richardson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up the 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to...
Under pressure, and down he goes.
Here comes 2nd down. To throw, Prescott.
Eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Here's Prescott.
He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
He's still on his feet. He may go.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Why would you just end the game? Me and Lil Bro was talking.
As always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, With all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the punter now, Pat McAfee, to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Little bootleg here. Howell. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Gotta hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early 2nd and long. And this play's still live. He faked the spike. Gonna throw it. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
And solid field position here to start as they get this out to the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Trap 50, trap 50.
A first down throw coming for Vic. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short.
And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there. 60 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They trail now 9-0. The opening safety followed by the touchdown a moment ago. So an early hole to dig out of as the drive starts 1st and 10. They can't stop Bruce Irvin there as he slips in for the sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Off play action. It's Howell. Hunter Henry brings it in. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards. Here's Howell. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. The defense, they get to Howell. He'll go down here. Vince Wilfork. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. 3rd and long. Here's Howell. And the pass to Henry is intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Let's go now. Ready?
And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. After one, it's 9-0.
Ready.
And he is going to lose yardage here. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. To throw, Vick. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Off the play fake, Vick. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Odell Beckham, a 16-yard touchdown. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. This is caught out in the right flat. And he is not going to get there. They get him out of bounds well shy of the goal line. And the defense holds on the 2-point conversion. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's 2nd and 10. And Howe will throw it. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Koo now for the point after. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number 1, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number 2, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. 3rd and 2. Here's Howell. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. Throwing here, Howell. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Howell. incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Howell. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
Now Howell. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the 13-time Pro Bowler Ray Lewis. Down the left sideline. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Bust through the tackle. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles. And, I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the 3rd quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Let's face it, when you have a guy who can pick up those types of runs and keep the chains moving or stay ahead of the chains, you're making everyone else on offense happy because you're opening things up to allow for a whole lot of different play calls.
The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
Hey, check that, street. Go!
They'll run on 1st down. It's Perry. Taken down at the 47-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Lane for that.
Perry, no gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. So a moment to catch our
I'm up 35, bro.
down conversion. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. On 1st down, it's Perry. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say,
we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, it's been a struggle so far. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. 90 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Coup for the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. That's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. Al now to throw it. And now here is another interception. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
First down, Hal to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. On second down now, it's Perry. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. 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 1st do
They've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've
Let's
needed
go
a big
now.
run,
Chop
a first
alert, chop
down,
alert.
he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll run on first down. Perry and fighting down inside the 25. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain.
Here we go, here we go. Hustle, hustle.
On second down, it's Perry. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome